Hey, I was wondering where you'd escaped to. Well, of course. You kinda disappeared after we cut the cake. Not that I blame you or anything. Little kids' birthday parties are a lot. And it's supposed to be your day off too. Can I sit with you? Yeah, the kids will be fine. A couple of the other parents said they keep an eye on things. Fuck. Oh, it feels good to get off my feet. Running around after toddlers takes a lot out of you. I don't think I've ever felt so old. Well, at least they're having fun, I suppose. It seems like this party's been a success. It's been a long time since I've seen Eugen smiling so brightly. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but she can be quite a stoic little thing. Doesn't like people knowing that she's still a baby. As if that wasn't obvious with how damn short she is. I think she just wants to be taken seriously. Which isn't really a bad thing, but... well, it's just nice to see her let go of all that for once and just have fun with her friends on her birthday. You really did an amazing job with the party, by the way. I know we worked on it together, but I wouldn't have been able to come up with anything near as nice as this by myself. For one, this park is gorgeous. I didn't even know this place existed. The lawn and the trees and the lake. It's got everything you need to entertain a kid for hours. As if they're not already totally spoiled by the activities you had planned out for them. I really don't know how you got any meaning out of those, notes that Eugen gave you. But it seems like you've captured her vision of a gardening party perfectly. I wouldn't have been able to think about half of the ideas you had. In case it's not obvious, I'm not exactly well versed in any of this. Well, like teaching them how to make flower crowns, for example. That was fucking adorable. It's near impossible to get toddlers to focus on anything for any amount of time, and you had every single one of them hooked for over an hour. If we hadn't brought out the cake, I'm sure Eugen would have just carried on with that for the rest of the afternoon. Hmm? Oh, yes, she did make me one. I wore it for a while, but, the pollen was starting to make me sneeze, so I took it off. What? Of course I didn't throw it away. Damn, Sunshine. Do you really think I'd get rid of such a meaningful gift from my daughter just like that? I'm not that awful of a parent, you know. Although, I suppose I might as well be. Hmm? Oh, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Really, I'm just getting in my head a little too much. Well, if you're sure, but don't you dare blame me for ruining the mood. It's just, well, seeing Eugen so happy like this, I can't help but think that she might have had a better life if she was raised by someone a bit more like you. Kindness comes so easily to you, in a way that it doesn't for me. You're understanding and patient. You're able to see things from others' perspectives, and because of that, people feel comfortable when they're around you. Especially kids. If I was a little more like you, maybe I wouldn't have let Eugen down the way I did. I know she doesn't blame me for anything I've done. I don't think she could even if she tried. But I blame myself because I'm sorry. I shouldn't be unloading all of this onto you. Oh? You actually want me to talk about it? Well, I can if you really want to know. I didn't ever want to have kids of my own. Or in general, I suppose. I've just got way too much shit going on in my head. Shit that I don't think it's fair for me to pass on. My family wasn't exactly functional when I was growing up. My mom left when I was 9. She had well, workplace entanglement was how the divorce lawyer put it. It was nowhere near as mild as that makes it sound. I would know. I was the one who walked in on it happening. Once she'd realized that I'd seen it, she made me promise to keep it a secret from my dad. And I did. Because I was 9, and of course I didn't understand the severity of what was actually going on. When you're that age, you trust what your parents tell you. My mom knew that, and she took advantage of it. She probably thought she was smart for that. Get your dumb son on your side so he can cover for you when you sneak off to fuck your coworker. She got sloppy though. It only took a few months before she slipped up again, and my sister, who was 14, figured things out. She told Dad immediately, and before I know it, Mom was just gone. I haven't seen her since. Experiencing all of that messed me up in more ways than I can count. It's probably the reason why I struggle with the idea of romantic relationships. In my head, they just don't work. It's definitely the reason why I didn't want kids. It's not fair to risk passing on whatever baggage I have to someone who's done nothing wrong except exist. Things don't always work out the way we want them, though. For what it's worth, I started going to therapy when Eugen showed up. And I do think that it's helped. At least a little. I couldn't help but feel it, though. The resentment for having my life taken away so abruptly. And the fear that I'd somehow messed Eugen up in the same way my parents messed me up. It took me far longer than it should have to get past those feelings and start being the father that Eugen deserves. Obviously, none of that is Eugen's fault, though. None at all. Honestly, she's the only thing that keeps me hoping. Because even after how much I've resented her, how much I've let her down, or how much pain I've caused her, she's never taken it out on anyone. Not even me. Somehow, I've raised the sweetest little girl in this entire world. And I wouldn't change that for a second. Really? Well, I'm glad you think I haven't done too bad of a job. It means a lot, especially coming from you. I know I'm flawed, probably more so than most, but I am trying my best, for Eugen's sake. I suppose that is a nice way to look at it. To say that the first step in overcoming flaws is acknowledging that they exist, it makes me feel a little less useless. So, thank you. You really are something special. You know that? Who would have thought back when we first met that I'd end up feeling closer to you than to anyone else in my life? Well, what can I say? You really live up to your namesake, Sunshine. You're just always so warm and bright. It almost feels impossible to be in a bad mood when you're around. I'm not usually much of a people person, but I feel like I could spend eternity just talking to you. Fuck. I care about you, Sunshine. Which isn't a good thing. I was worried you would say that. You care about me too, and that's my own fault. I've let you on. I'm sorry. No, I can't do this. I can't give you what you're looking for. I can't give you what you deserve. And I'm not willing to hurt you even more than I already have. So there's no point in us even trying. Look. I know you don't agree. You're far too kind for your own good. I know you'd be willing to accept me as I am. But I'm not willing. I just end up breaking your heart in the end. And that's something I'll do anything not to let happen. You deserve someone better. Someone who can commit to you. Someone who can promise to be by your side and stick to it. That person isn't me. And I don't know if it'll ever will be. I should probably get back to the party now. The other parents have watched the kids long enough. Stay here for as long as you need to. You've already done more than enough to help. I really am sorry, Sunshine. Please. Please don't hate me for this. No, hey, you're still here, huh? No, I don't really mind. There's actually something I wanted to tell you anyway. If you enjoyed this audio, you should consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. It helps us out a bunch. We also have a Patreon, where we post exclusive content for adults only. I can promise it's a whole lot of fun. That's all over at patreon.com/Celesterra. Or if you're looking for something specific, we also take commissions. Just get in contact with us at enigomi.com/commissions and we'll put together the perfect audio for you. Well, I've gotta go now. Got shit to do and whatnot. See ya.